Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Hi, we meet again. This is Razali Muda, our unsync online class for data communication. So we continue again our lecture. In this video, we will discuss about computer network. Generally, computer network is the interconnection of a set of computer devices. So interconnection of a set of computer devices, many computer devices, often referred as nodes or hosts. So these computer devices is known as nodes or hosts, connected by communication channels, communication medium. A node or host can be a large computer, desktop, laptop, workstation, server, cellular devices such as telephone and also security system. It also can be a connecting device such as router, server, hub or switches. Okay, distributed processing. Network usually use distributed processing. So this distributed processing related to network. In distributed processing, a task is divided among multiple computers instead of a single large machine responsible for all aspects. Effectiveness and efficiency of network. There are some criteria that can determine the effectiveness and the efficiency of a network. The criteria are performance, reliability, and security. Three main criteria, but not limited to. First is performance. Performance can be measured by many ways, such as transit time and response time. So if we're talking about performance, it means response time, or sometimes we call it transit time. Transit time is the amount of time required for a message to travel from one device to another. Response time is the elapsed time between inquiry and a response. So response time is the elapsed time between inquiry and response. The performance of a network depends on some factors, for example, the numbers of users, type of transmission medium, the capability of hardware, and the efficiency of software. There are four factors in this case which determine the performance, okay, which are transmission medium, such as we call it optical fiber or wireless or Bluetooth or whatsoever, the hardware, software, and also number of users. Next is reliability. The network reliability is measured by frequency of failure, time to recover from the failure, and robustness from catastrophe. Robustness from failure, from disaster. Robustness of the system. Next is security. The criteria of network security including protecting data from unauthorized user and also protecting data from virus. Okay, next, in network connection, computer network or data communication, we relate into physical connection of the devices. There are two possible types of physical connection in a network. One is point-to-point, second is multi-point. Okay. So in point-to-point connection, a connection provides a dedicated link between two devices connected point-to-point from point 1 to point 2. Dedicated link between two devices or more. Second is multi-point. In multi-point connection, more than two specific devices share a link, link, which is the connection, share the connection. In multi-point, yes, normally we are talking about more than two. More than two, we call it multi-point. Okay. Next is about the topology of the network. Network architecture is the physical layout of the network. We call it network architecture. It also called topology. So what is topology? Topology is network architecture. The macam mana? Susunan. The architecture. The tak lagi lah itu. Usually there are 5 types of network topology, network architecture. First is mesh, second is star, bus, third is bus, fourth is ring, and the number 5 is hybrid or mixture of those: mesh, star, bus, or ring. Okay, so first is mesh. What is mesh? In mesh architecture or in mesh topology, every device has dedicated link. For example, shown in figure 1, figure 1.1. The term dedicated is used because the link carries traffic only between the two devices it connects. Okay, so this is the dedicated link. Let's say this is link, this is device 1, device 2, device 3, device 4, and device 5. So there is a dedicated link between device 1 and device 2. This is the dedicated link. So this link, this connection, only transmit the data from device 1 and device 2, or between either from device 2 to device 1 or from device 1 to device 2. So this is called the dedicated link. So we have one link for each pair of device. So for example, device 2 and 3, it has its own dedicated link, this one. Okay, and so on. A fully connected mesh network therefore has n-1 over 2 physical channel to link n devices. Okay, so this is the question. So for example, if you have five devices as shown in this figure 1, so how many link? So this is the equation. So if let's say we have n equal to 5, so number of link equal to n minus 1 over 2. Okay, so 5 minus 1 is 4 over 2 equal to 10. 5, 4, 20 over 2 is 10. So berapa ni? One, two, three, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you got, kau tak percaya bilang you can count on your own. Okay, next. Okay, the main advantage of mesh topology is robustness. If one link becomes unstable, it doesn't affect the entire system. The main disadvantage of mesh topology is connection and reconnection is difficult because every device must be connected to every other devices. So there is advantage and there is disadvantage of mesh topology. Okay, next is called a star topology. The second architecture, the second types of topology is known as star. In star topology, each device has dedicated link to central device, usually known as hub. This is the hub. This is called the central device. The hub acts as a controller. If one device wants to send data to another, it must go through controller, which then it must go through the hub. or known as central device, which then relays the data to the destination device. So let's say if the data want to go from 1 to 2, then the data from 1 go to the hub, and then hub or known as controller, and then the data will be sent to device 2 from the hub, not straight away direct. So each data has to go through the hub. This is the example of star topology. The main advantage of star topology is less expensive and easy to install and reconfigure compared to mesh topology. So you can see from here, there are only 5 link. Link ni macam wire, if let's say you have wire or optical fiber or whatever lah. So you have less link, less wire in physical. Okay. The main disadvantage of star topology is the dependency of the whole network in one single point. So the disadvantage is the dependency to the hub. If the hub gone, then the system gone. If the controller goes down, rosak ke apa benda, ada problem, the whole system will be in the problem. The whole system will be down. Next is bus. The third topology is bus. A bus topology is an arrangement in a local area network in which each node or device, such as workstation or other devices, is connected to a main cable or a single link called backbone. Tulang belakang, very important. The main advantage of the bus topology is ease of installation because it uses less cabling rather than compared to mesh or star. The main disadvantage of bus topology is difficult reconnection and fault isolation. It can be difficult to add new devices because signal reflection at the taps can cause degradation in quality. So kita tengok bus. This is the example for bus topology where you have this is the backbone. Okay, this is the backbone, and this is the node 1, node 2, node 3. So all this device is connected to the backbone through that. Okay, that's it. So you have the advantage and disadvantage of this bus. Number 4 is ring. In a ring topology, each device has dedicated point with 2 devices on either side. A signal is passed along the ring in one direction until it reaches its destination. Each device has a repeater in order to regenerate the bits and passes along devices. So ring is in circle. So each device is dedicated point with 2 devices on either side. So if this device is connected to this one and this one. So for this device, this connected to this one and this one. So each device has its own kita panggil neighbor on the right and on the left. So this figure 1.4 shows the example for ring topology. Each of these devices is called node. The main advantage of ring topology is easy to install and reconfigure because each device is connected to only its nearest device and both sides either. The main disadvantage of the ring topology is unidirectional traffic of signal. Unidirectional, so one way. In a simple ring, a break in the ring can disable the entire network. So if anything happen to the cable anywhere in the ring, the entire system will collapse. That is the disadvantage. So you kena ingat lah advantage and disadvantage of this topology. Okay, next is hybrid, the last one. In real network, 2 or more different topologies are in which has good points as well as weaknesses. So each topology has its own advantage and disadvantage. So in real network, there are mix of this in one network. Okay. More different topologies are used in one of all the basic topologies rather than having characteristic of one specific topology. This topology is called hybrid. So mixture of many types of topology. You have bus, you have ring, you have mesh, and so on in one network. So this is called hybrid topology, as shown in figure 1.5, this one. The most important advantage of this topology is the weaknesses of the different topologies connected are disregarded, and only the strength are taken into consideration. Okay, the weaknesses will be improved. For instance, ring topology has good data reliability and star topology has the high tolerance capability. So these two functions quite well in hybrid star ring topology. Hybrid star ring topology, they call it. Hybrid star ring, star plus ring. The main disadvantage is the network hubs needs for hybrid topology networking are costly to purchase and maintain. The cost of this topology is higher in comparison to the other topology. So disadvantage always cost expensive. Okay, that is the most common problem, most common disadvantage of any network is the cost, expensive. Okay, so that's all. Okay, that's all for now. We will continue our online lecture, short lecture, in another video. Until then, that's all. Thank you very much for your attention. See you again in the next lecture. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.